Hello and welcome. My name is Carsten Lützen. I'm an Agile coach and a Scrum Master. In this video I will share a liberating structure called social network webbing. And if you like these videos, please subscribe and share. That would be super awesome. For more details and in depth on how to facilitate this, I would first off just like to recommend the article that Christian from the Liberators have written, which you can find on Medium. But I will just go through the steps. So let's imagine that we have a team then is working on a specific product or project, whatever we call it, and we want to map out who can help us, who are in our network. What we're going to do is on a flip chart or a big roll of paper or on a virtual board, map out this network. So we're going to create something like this, a spider web of all the different connections. What we're going to do first is task people with the very difficult task of writing the name on a sticky and then put it in the center. So that is the core group, that is these people around the table at the moment. With this core group, the next thing that you do, and I usually use the 1, 2, 4 all practice for this, is individually and in silence write down the people that you're working with on a regular basis. So probably people that are also having some kind of stake in this project or product that we're working on. With these, then when you have written that individually, team up or pair up more precisely to figure out, so overlaps, did we forget anybody? Oh, what about this person? Oh yeah, that's right, and then add that. Then have the pairs pair up in groups of 4 and then again refine the list and then put it on this. But when we put it on this, the nifty little thing is use the distance from this core group in the center to show how closely are we collaborating with them. It might be that if we have a team that we are practically working with every day, but we are not really the same team, that we put just outside here, but it can also be that there is a larger distance to somebody that we're working with and it's not that often, but we have them on speed dial, so to say. Then we use the distances for this. When we have done that, then ask people to individually and in silence reflect upon who can boost our productivity or who can hinder our productivity. Who are the ones we would really like to get closer to in one way or another and start to have interactions with. And that is these ones. So who is it that we would like to include? Then again, individually, in pairs, in groups of 4, and then present so we can start to cluster it and collate everything. When we then have this, we have some relative distances, which are quite nice. And then we start to map out connections. So it might be that I know this person over here, and we have another core member that also knows this person. And this group probably works together with that specific person that we would like to get in contact with. Then we start to map out all these connections. And when we make these connections, illustrate them, draw them in a way so you can see if they're boosting performance or if they're hindering performance. And then if we have another group member that would really like to get in touch with this guy, now we can easily go through our network to figure out what already existing path can we use to influence this person over here instead of needing to create a new one. And that leads to maybe the last tip, and that is be really aware of the colors of post-its you're using. Keep the core group in one color, and then probably other teams in a specific color for that team, or a specific function in a specific color. So when we stand from afar, we can easily map out who is from which team or who has which function. That is super, super nifty when we are starting to use this. And no, this will not be a static picture. This will probably even be a bit outdated at the time we are doing it, right? Because things are moving quite fast. So that's also why you need to update it from time to time to make sure that we have some kind of overview of who is in our network and who knows who and what can we do to influence them. It's a pretty cool exercise, and it's quite nice to map out this explicitly and put it somewhere visible. And then I'm really hoping that you will share, if you have done this, what worked for you, what didn't work, and then please post it in a comment or send it to me. That would be super awesome. And as always with these videos, please comments, questions, ideas and feedback is really more than welcome. So please send it my way either in a comment or in a message. That's it. Have a super awesome day.